Okay, today I'm going to try to get my Western mount on my truck. First thing I got to do is get this snow dog mount off. So that's what I'm going to do. I ain't going to show that. It mounts basically the same as the Western, just different types of metal. You know, I hate the look of this snow dog mount, but you know, if you got a work truck and it's for work or for plowing and you don't care what the mount looks like, the snow dog mount works. You know, it's fairly easy to get on and off and mount the plow. So you know, nothing against the functionality of the snow dog mount, just hate the way it looks. So this next time I come back here, this mount will be off and I'll show you what the Ultramounts look like. Okay, the snow dog mount is off. Here's the new Western Ultramounts. Like I said, they mount pretty much the same. You get some directions here. They come with these deals here, and apparently they want you to go between, or they want you to put this in the frame and bolt it on like that. But I do it differently. I actually leave the tow hooks in the frame and just bolt it on. I had to go buy these bolts, these metric bolts, and I just bolt it on, and I don't use that spacer. I just use the tow hooks because I don't know if they figure people don't want to keep the tow hooks, but I want to keep my tow hooks. So I guess it has 4 mounting points right here, right here. One of these gets used, I believe it's this one. Then you got one in the back. This is actually a bigger bolt, but this is where your tow hook bolts on, is these two right here. And you're gonna have to trim some of your valance. I'll show that here. Okay, here's your valance, and this is what you're gonna have to trim. I've already done this because I had an Ultramount on there before. You gotta do that, and you gotta do that for the Ultramounts to be able to fit under here. And also, you have to trim. There's supposed to be a plastic shield up under here. I don't know where mine went after I did the water pump. I can't seem to find it. I'll get a picture of Dad's and I'll show you. You gotta kind of cut an angle in that plastic shield too. You can actually do it with it on the truck, but it is easier to mount this, do these mounts with it gone. So okay, I found my plastic shield for the front of my truck. This is the front, this is the rear, and these are the cuts you gotta make. You gotta make sideways cut like that, and then another sideways cut like that to clear the mounts, the Ultramounts. And no big deal, doesn't affect anything. You can even do that with it on the truck. I did Dad's with his on the truck. No problem. There's your numbers there for should be 99 to 2010. And it should fit all these. I believe in 99 they had a 2500, and then they went to the 2500 HD in 2001. So there's your mount kit number. Okay, when installing these mounts, what I like to do is hook one of the bolts in there and hang it like that. And I'm going to go underneath that, I'm going to push this up, and I'm going to get that bolt in there. Then once the back one's in, I can readjust these and get these all in. It's just easier that way. This is the easiest way I found to install one of these Ultramounts on one of these Chevy trucks. I'm going to use this big shiny new bolt with a lock washer, nylon lock washer. For this, I'm going to reuse my other ones for my tow hooks, but I'm going to use these new ones that they got here for the back. Alrighty, I'm going to do the other side just like that, and then I'll tighten them all up at one time. Okay, I'm in the home stretch here. It is a little more difficult to keep your tow hooks, I think, than just to lose them and put them U-shaped things in. That's probably why they do that. I did notice there's a space on the one side of the frame, you see that? So I put 2 washers in between there instead of just cranking it down and bending the brackets. The instructions really don't mention nothing about that, but this has got the same deal. I don't know if my frame is bent in a little bit. Maybe it is. I can maybe see that it's pushed in a little bit. Doesn't really matter. The tow hooks, you know, pretty much decide the width of that, because when you tighten the tow hooks down, the frame's going to go to them anyway. But I'm tightening everything down. I actually got everything tightened down except for the rear bolts back there. You can see you're supposed to tighten down these bolts and the one underneath. You do these bolts first, you do that bolt second, and then you tighten the big bolt last. So that's what I'm about ready to do. And I guess before you tighten down the bolts, you're going to want to measure just to make sure the factory didn't screw up. You want to measure the inside of this mount to the outside of that mount. Should be 30 and 7/16 plus or minus an eighth. Mine is actually 30 and a half inches. It's 30 and a half there. Well, maybe not quite, but it's still it's still in the plus or minus an eighth. So good to go there. So I guess I'm gonna tighten up them back bolts and call her done for the mount. This should be. And there we go. Much better than the Snow Dog. If you're not looking for it, you're hardly going to notice it. I will say that I believe these stick out more than the other mounts, the other Ultra mounts that I had. For some reason they just look like they stick out further. You know, probably was more difficult of an install keeping the tow hooks rather than just losing them, but I like to keep them. I've always kept them. I kept them on my dad's truck when I put his Ultramount on, so that's what I like to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The wiring will probably be next, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.